Welcome back to another O'Shea live stream. I am your host, O'Shea Duke Jackson. For those of you who would like to add me on Facebook, subscribe to my secondary YouTube channel, the O'Shea Vlogcast, please go in the description link toward the bottom and you will see that. You can also visit my daily blog at thenegromanosphere.com. Subscribe to the blog, put your email in, then go to your email and confirm your subscription. Now, let's get into this particular topic. And I will not be before you long because I have somewhere to be in about 25 minutes. But I want to talk about the fact that only men can teach boys the art of the killer instinct. The art of the killer instinct. When one thinks about the killer instinct, you automatically think of the animals. The drive that it takes for one to subdue another animal who's trying to get away or trying to fight back. One could think of a pit bull. The instinct that the pit bull has to keep going until death or until another animal is dead. The instinct to defend or to take over in the form of physical fighting, physically dominating somebody, even until death. That is also the killer instinct. But in human society, there's another killer instinct in which we're concerned with, and now we're talking about the instinct of success. Turn on my microphone. The instinct of success. When we're dealing with this, we also must look at the killer instinct. What would it take for a man to become a billionaire? What efforts, what acts or disciplines does it take for one to become a millionaire? What sacrifices do they or must they take to build a nation, to build up infrastructure, to design bridges, to go out and try out mathematical ideas until they are right? For an example, let us talk about Bill Gates inventing Windows and the internet at Harvard University, or when he was at Harvard University. How many times would it have taken him to fail? And he could have said, well, you know, this is not working out. I'm going to quit. I just can't do this anymore. You know, I'll just graduate Harvard, get a job, work for someone else, and just live off my dad's money for the rest of my life. Or we could talk about Mark Zuckerberg, also at Harvard, trying to start up Facebook. How many times did he fail before actually succeeding? And what makes Mark Zuckerberg, what makes Bill Gates different than the majority of us today? Well, it's simple. They have something that we don't have. The killer instinct. Now, fair enough, you can say, well, Mark Zuckerberg is rich, his parents had money. You can say that also. But money does not buy success. The desire to continue to wanting to go on a path is what buys success. And to be honest, women do not teach the killer instinct. Women do not teach the killer instinct. Men teach the killer instinct. If you look at any desolate communities, and you will find, particularly in the Black communities, you will find there is no building there. There are no developments there. And the reason why there are no developments is because you have men who have been nurtured by women. Let me give you an example of what I mean. You have a lot of Black boys who want to become ambitious, want to do things. For an example, I went to Sacramento State University. At this particular time, I was trying to get into pharmacy school. In medical school was actually the first choice, but because of the residency requirements, it took too long, and I want pharmacy, become a pharmacist so I could make money right away, help my family. And I had several interviews. One in Kentucky, Sullivan School of Pharmacy. I went there to it, didn't get in. I went to California North State College of Pharmacy, interview, did not get in. At that particular point, I knew that I needed to do the post-bac program. And the post-bac program was 90 miles away from me in Berkeley. I was still at this time working for a Fortune 500 company. And for me to attend this program, what it was going to take is me driving from Sacramento to UC Berkeley 2 to 3 times a week while keeping my job because I had bills to pay and my family needed my money to help pay those bills. I didn't have the ability to quit. I had to keep pushing. Now, what my mother said was at this particular time, and when I told her my idea on the phone, what she told me was, baby, don't do that. You should just keep applying. But she didn't understand that it was going to take me to do this to improve myself as a person, to improve myself to get to the next level. But once again, she lacked the killer instinct. She was trying to nurture me. She was not trying to evolve me. What she was thinking of, my son might drive to Berkeley, he might get in a car accident and die, or he may drive to Berkeley and may be too tired to come back home and his car may break down. She was thinking about it in those terms. But when I talked to my dad, he said, fuck it, go. You need to go. Go now. Go and don't stop until you finish, because this is something that you need to do for yourself and for your life. Like the video, please. Let me get the likes up real quick. Like the video. And see, this is why men are important, because see, men understand that in order for young boys to go to the next level, you have to give an extra effort. I mean, this is the reason why if you put a group of men in the forest and a group of women in the forest, the group of men will build something and build up protective wedges amongst them. The women will be there almost dying because women don't know how to build anything. They just want to nurture stuff. But when it comes to being successful in life, and we need to overcome obstacles to do things, and when you're under dire circumstances, that's why men are important. They say, go out there and do it. This is the reason why foreign men can come to America not knowing English, but they will commit themselves to learning English. And they will commit themselves to drive of learning English, learning how to do business, and they will be successful. Because why? Those foreign men have what women don't, the killer instinct. And those foreign men will then set themselves up in America and then send for their family from India or from Pakistan or wherever and bring their family in and instill that killer instinct into their children. And that's why Asian people are so successful. They don't accept anything but the best. And you cannot be the best at anything unless you have the killer instinct. That's the only way it happens. Women cannot teach boys this. This is why America is getting weak. America is too nurturing to people. It's too unaccountable to people. This is why men cannot grow. This is why women dominate and women nurture. That's their nature. But when you need something done, when you need something to be accomplished, or even when you need men to defend the country, you need killers. You need people who don't give a fuck. You need men. You need killers. You need people who will quit, and technology develops, YouTube develops. The reason why we're on this is because men kept innovating it and renovating it and making it better until it worked. Women could never make a YouTube. They give up too easy. And that's another thing that I want to talk about. Women give up too easy. And men give up too easy. I mean, this is the reason why if you see a lot of boys go to college, a lot of black boys, for example, they'll go there until they fail their first test. They'll get their financial aid check. And then what you will notice is they won't come back. They'll give up. Man, this is too hard. I quit. This is too hard. I quit. This is too hard. I quit. And women don't talk their sons out of quitting. Okay, baby, I understand it's too hard for you. I know it's too hard. You did your best. You know, women accept mediocrity. They accept it. Men teach excellence. Women accept mediocrity. Nothing wrong with that because, I mean, women are nurturers. But when women pass that mediocrity trait to your young men or their sons, then what you get is stagnant. You don't get development. Because in order to develop something, what you need in that development is the killer instinct to keep going even if it's not working, to keep pushing even if it's not working, to keep developing even if it's not working, even if you can't see it working. I'll use myself for an example. Here in the country of Poland, I didn't see myself coming here. But it was the killer instinct that it took for me to say, I'll leave my job. Or the last job I had actually didn't leave, I got terminated, but I could have went back into the workforce easily. I'm gonna go after what I wanna do. I'm gonna play the game by my rules, not by theirs, mine. I'm gonna believe in myself for once. And I'm gonna go across the world where I don't know nobody. I'm gonna have the killer instinct, and guess what? It's working well for me. And I'll tell you men this, I continue to have that killer instinct. You're going to need it. I need you men every day of your lives to have the killer instinct. I need you to not accept mediocrity. I want you to give me your word. You're going to give your best. And not a woman's best, your best. And your best, you know what it is. No more mediocrity. And you teach your son the same thing. Killer instinct or nothing. Because we need more men to understand that failure is not an option. More black men in particular, failure is not an option. Death is for sure. Failure is not. I'm going to say it again. Death is for sure. We know that. Can't stop that. But you can stop from failing. Yes, you can. And the only way you're going to make whatever kind of money in the life you want to make is having a killer instinct, because ain't nobody going to pay you what you really want. If you want what you really want, ain't nobody going to give you a job that's going to be able to get you a Bentley. That's not going to happen. You're going to have the killer instinct to either use that money you got that job to invest and get a Bentley if you want that, or a nice house, or you're going to have to do what you need to do. And sometimes that means you not sleeping at night. What keeps you getting up late at night and staying up all night long if necessary? I'll tell you what it does. It's the killer instinct. You need to get something done. You can't afford to go to sleep. You must keep going. What keeps me doing these videos? Well, for the fact that there's money involved in it, but it keeps my constant consistent, and I pass all of my classes. And sometimes an angry man will tell you, man, do you ever go to sleep? I'll be up 20 straight hours at a time. Why folks saying, oh, you ain't in school, you're not doing this. Guess what? Killer instinct. I know I have things that I have to do. I have people depending on me. So I do what I need to do. And the more I'm away from my mother, my grandmothers, on either side of the family, although one is more killer instinct than the other, I developed this. And that's the one thing I want to tell you, man, before I go. When you come over to another country, into a foreign land, I'm going to do a video particularly on this. You will have no choice but to develop a killer instinct. Otherwise, you will die. You will perish. You will go hungry. Nobody in a foreign country is not going to give you shit. So when you come over here and you're in a foreign place, if you don't have the killer instinct, you will die. And sometimes it's like being dropped off in the middle of nowhere and having to find yourself home. Those hormones kick in, and it's good for you, because when you kick it in, when you go back to the USA, you are a bad motherfucker. You have even more appreciation for the things that they're going to give you as an American citizen. But when you come over here, any rough place in the world, only the strong survive. If you have to learn the foreign language to get money, learn it. I don't want to learn Polish. I don't want to learn French. I don't want to learn German. What you mean you don't want to learn it? You better learn it. When a white man went over to Africa and was taking over and was trading shit, the white man said, I have only one way to do this, and I gotta learn their language, learn their customs, and I'll learn it. If it means what I need to do, I'll learn it, and you gotta learn it. If I want to stay in the EU and be a doctor, guess what? I gotta learn some shit. French, German. But it's worth it. Everything ain't gonna come on an easy plate for you. You gotta have the killer instinct as a man. That's the only way it works. Like the video, get the likes up, please. Clip, so I'm really preaching Oregon, nigga. I'm preaching Oregon. Only you can teach that killer instinct to get things done. Nobody is going to tell you that. If you only work 8 hours in a day and your job says you can work 12 or 16, why not work with 12 or 16? Why not? Do it! You ain't gonna do nothing but go home anyway and not do shit. Get that money, nigga. Stop being lazy. Have the killer instinct. Pay some of those bills off. Save some of that money. That might be the key for you going and getting into a school or to a program, or going overseas and starting a business that you know about. See, that's the killer instinct. Don't get caught up in the matrix of the United States and think that there's nothing outside of here that will give you something in life. That's simply not true. The world is available to those who have the killer instinct. So y'all get the likes up real quick. I gotta go. Hit the like button for your boy. I got 85 watching. I'll come back tonight with some real good videos. No drama today, I promise. I got 89 watching. Please go over and hit the like button for the dark truth, as AON 2013, my buddy from London, likes to call me. And then also, I got another nickname, the Black Jaguar, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to the Men of Truth channel for that. Come over here, get these likes up for your boy. Hit the like button on the video for me. Just go over there, hit the like. It's free. It's free. Jesus paid it all. It's free. Cory Booker, dude, I told you, if I speak on what I want to speak on. These dudes always on here. Speak on this, please. Talk about this, please. Nigga, give me some money, dude. Like, seriously, you niggas can't be just in here telling niggas what you want to hear about. Nigga, pay me, nigga. Give me $30. I'll talk about it. Shit. Yeah, you niggas be talk about this and talk about that. Oh, nigga, I can't talk about every goddamn thing. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm about to be out, but shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's in the building. And I really appreciate all the fans, man. I really do love you guys, man. You know, you guys have helped me go a long way. And it's only for the fans, man. It's only because of you. So Yeah, it's almost like what, 5? Damn, here from Poland. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. All right. So much love to the folks, man. I'm out.